Hey folks, and welcome back to Inside the Valley on this Sunday morning. Well, right now it's time to talk about a very special project here at Channel 5 News, KRGV TV. It's our Heart of the Valley project. We are focusing on several different issues for the next several weeks starting on June 26. Our reporters and anchors right now are putting those stories together for you. Talk a little bit more about what we are going to be focusing on. We have our general manager at KRGV, Mr. John Kittleman. Always great to see you, sir.
Hi, good morning.
And happy Father's Day.
It is Father's Day.
It is. So thanks for taking the day off to be here with us.
So my mom, who's probably watching, said, now go out and play golf. So
yeah,
if I have to, I will.
I'm sure you have your golf gear in the car with
yes.
you. So this is a very special project here at KRGV, our Heart of the Valley. We've focused on it now for just over a year, I guess. We've got several different topics that we've talked about before, whether that be obesity, diabetes. What are we focusing on this time?
So this time, again, you're right, the project, the idea of it is to shine a light on an issue of community concern. So this time is the topic of special needs. And through our research on special needs, we've found that that community, and particularly one child who has Down syndrome said, you know, sometimes I feel invisible. That people see the label, they see the disability and they don't see the person. And we thought, wow, that captures what we're talking about. So in this case, the title is Heart of the Valley, the Invisible / Special Needs, Autism, and we're going to be focusing on that. So June 26th, for 2 weeks, our team at 6 and 10 will deliver stories, and I think the viewers are going to be really interested, challenged, inspired, fascinated, because what you'll see as an example, would you be surprised, Alan, if a legally blind person ran a marathon?
Yeah.
See, these are tricks.
Yeah.
Would you be surprised if a person with cerebral palsy jumped from an airplane?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you see where I'm going here. I would too.
Yeah.
And we all would, I think, because we put these labels on what people can and can't do, both children and adults. And so that's interesting to me. That shines a light and says, wow, this is going to be interesting.
And I guess that's, bringing it back to the point why, that one person felt that they felt invisible because they're labeled, as something by society, but they can still do anything.
Right.
And so what are we going to be doing with our reporters and anchors? We know they're working right now putting these stories together. What are some of the stories?
So that's part of it. So another angle is autism specifically, I think is something that's coming up more and more. Maybe you hear about it more. And I think from that, we have a lot of angles.
Right.
As an example, autistic children and really special needs overall, going to church, going to worship, what challenges are faced with that? We know that's important for people as families, but maybe there's some challenges. So that would be a topic that's going to be addressed. Interesting story about an autistic child who had a very special relationship with Blockbuster and felt very calm within that store, and the store closed. What happens to that? So in this case, the response of the family was very, very powerful and interesting, where they got a section of the actual Blockbuster display and set that up at their home and made a very comforting thing for their child. Another interesting story. So how do families deal with these? Another interesting angle that has become quite prominent in our community is an organization called Camp University. Can achieve maximum potential. Camp University. Think about what happens. Children get a lot of services through the state, through the school systems, throughout their younger ages, but what happens when they age out? 21, 23, 25, 27. And they have special needs. So Camp University provides a program, an organized program where they can learn how to function, how to go to the grocery store, how to be involved in the community, how to enjoy some of the things that we just so much take for granted. So shining a light on that organization and on that. And so one thing we'd like to do is put up the email, heartofthevalley@krgv.com. If viewers have an interest in this area, they'd like more information, they could email us. If they have an event associated with special needs, disabilities, autism, they'd like us to know about, they could email at that address. If they have a question, if they want to be put in touch with someone or some organization, they could use that email. So Heart of the Valley at krgv.com. And this would be true for all of our Heart of the Valleys. Again,
Right.
we do this 4 times a year. We take on a topic. You mentioned diabetes, obesity, but we've done mental health, we've done children in need, we've done elderly. And in this case, it's special needs. And some of these will be hard-hitting. You know, what about sexual abuse of
Right.
the disabled? We hear that. It happens, unfortunately. People take advantage. What are the financial faces? What are the governmental issues that people are facing? So we really try to live our news brand, which I'm very proud of, is
Right.
live our news brand, you know, dig into, investigate, tell stories, shine a light, just real journalism, but as it relates to an issue of special community concern.
And I know we work really hard here, everybody from behind the scenes, management, anchors, reporters, but we're also really involved with our partners as well, putting these stories together.
Right, so you'll see on the air, Payne, Lax, Begum, Rio Bank, special messages where they've done a little special effort to address a topic within this umbrella of special needs, and so I think that's really cool as well. So you'll see commercials or PSAs throughout the 2 weeks by those partners, and we appreciate what they're doing for this as well.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Mr. Kittleman, it's always great to see you. Again, folks, if you'd like a little bit more information or you want to send us an email, go to heartofthevalley at krgv.com, or you can call us at 968-5555. Again, Heart of the Valley, our special project, starts again on June 26th for 2 weeks. This time we're focusing on the invisible, autism, and special needs. Again, Mr. Kittleman, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Folks, that's going to do it for us for Inside the Valley on this Sunday morning. I'm Alan Campbell. I hope you enjoyed the show. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I look forward to seeing you back here next Sunday morning. Take care.